Emotional control is a need for men. You need to have emotional control, men and women. You need to have this. This is a need. And to be honest, this might even be like a non-negotiable if you're truly going to become the man you want to be, the woman you want to be. You see, emotional thinking is thinking with emotions is like irrational thinking. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't help you. It doesn't benefit you. There is no logic behind it. There's no logic behind that. There's many ways where now there's a reaction. You got a reaction. You didn't think it through because you were too emotional, and you ended yourself up somewhere. Or you ended yourself up hurt. Or you ended yourself up broken down or punched in the face or certain things, or your ego got hurt and you just couldn't consciously think through the things that are happening. Yes, I feel this, but how am I going to respond? Where am I at? Who are watching me? Who's watching me? What is going on at this point? You know, you don't ask yourself these questions and you start to act out in emotional ways, and those emotional ways really don't benefit you. Truthfully. And a lot of this comes from childhood. Is they act emotionally, they pout, they shout, they yell, and it gives them the outcome they want, but it isn't a toxic way that you have got that outcome. It isn't a toxic way that outcome has got brought to you. So then they think it works, and then over time, say they get with a girl, they get with a guy, and they start to act that way. They think the guy's going to treat you like your mother and father. The girl's going to treat you like your mother. No, that's not how that works. And you sit there and wonder why these things are happening to you. Well, first, let's take a stop. Let's take a seat. And before we even do something, let's think. Think before you act. I'm sure you've heard this in school. I'm sure you heard this somewhere. Think before you act is a true concept you need to learn. Because if you can think before you can act, you can think before you let your emotions take control. And thinking through it will be the savior you need between life and... It could be between life and death. That's how serious think before you act is. It could be between life and death. Because you could not think and act in a way that could end yourself up somewhere you wouldn't want to be. And just if you would have thought, if you would have took that time just to think and say, should I do this? Let me look around. Let me look at my people. Let me look at my team. Let me look at the ones I love. Is this going to affect them? Is it going to affect me, especially? Is it going to make any changes? Is the thing I'm going to do even going to benefit me at the end? Am I going to lose? Should I give this person the satisfaction? Just that thinking could be the reason you save your life. It could be the reason you've saved your own life. Or that girl doesn't leave, or that guy doesn't leave you. Think before you act.